everyone, welcome to another video of mine. In this video, we're going to be learning about the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, the Big Bang Theory. Let's go. So, the Big Bang, the theory says the universe started from a hot and dense point, only a few millimeters in diameter. Well, if you go before the 20th century, all the scientists, most of them, not all of them, will say that the universe had no beginning and will have no ending. Well, that just doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, as everybody knows it doesn't make sense today. So Big Bang is the most accepted theory today, which says, as I said, the universe started as a hot and dense point, only a few millimeters in diameter. I would really like to see that. You know, how small it was, and how was the explosion? Yeah, the explosion. That point exploded, which led to the foundation of matter, energy, space, time, humans, I don't know, yeah. Intelligent life, planets, stars, galaxies, all of these came from a teeny tiny point, only a few millimeters in diameter. Bam! Exploded. That just sounds crazy. Yeah, exactly. So now, after the 20th century, not after, before that a little bit, at the end of the 20th century, scientists like Einstein and Edwin Hubble gave us Einstein gave us a better understanding of gravity, and Edwin Hubble told us that the universe was expanding, which means it's getting bigger. And just you can see in this picture here. Okay, so yeah, the universe, the Big Bang Theory had two eras, which both eras contain of so many epochs. What's an era? What's an epoch? Of course, everybody knows what an era is, but I will explain epoch for you. Era has small parts, which we divided them, called epochs. We divided Big Bang into two big parts: era, radiation era, and matter era. Radiation was first because of the high amount of deadly radiation, and in the matter era, hydrogen and helium started forming other stars, and those stars exploded, making other sorts of matters, and making the periodic table we know today. And so yeah, first came the radiation era, which this era contains of, I don't know, like you can count them when I'm saying them, epochs. Yeah, crazy. So those big parts, the radiation era and matter era, were divided into so many smaller parts called epochs, which I'm going to explain all of them today. But first, radiation era. So what was the radiation era and what was it containing of? So the Big Bang Theory, as I said, starts the universe from a hot and dense point. Immediately after the Big Bang, that explosion, the Planck epoch formed, which no matter existed, only energy and the superforce, which is the ancestor to the four forces of the nature, which is gravity, strong, nuclear, electromagnetic, and weak. Which at the end of this epoch, gravity split off from the superforce. In next grand unification epoch, at the end of it, a strong nuclear was actually split from the superforce. After that, inflationary era happens, which the universe suddenly expanded, which not to scale, it like somehow probably went from the size of an atom to the size of a grapefruit. A grapefruit, that's a big one. You know, just in 1,000th of a second. That will be so cool to watch. Or you should really have, tie yourself somewhere, because the explosion is so big you might be shooted away. Next, we had the Quark Era. The universe was too hot, and Before the Quark Era, we had electroweak, which its name is saying what happened in it. During this epoch, electromagnetic and weak split off from the superforce. The two last forces split off from the superforce. And yeah, electromagnetic and weak. So electroweak. That makes sense. Next came the Quark Era, which the universe was too hot and dense for subatomic particles to form, and only quark existed. Next, at Hadron epoch, the universe, in it, it cooled down enough for neutron and proton to form, which after that, in the two last epochs, which are lepton and nuclear, led to the foundation of nuclei, and that nuclei led to the foundation of the first element in the universe. Helium! Yeah, helium was the first element in the universe. At that time I thought hydrogen was the first element in the universe. Because, I know something about the periodic table, and I thought, it was the easiest, element to make. I guess one proton and one neutron. Yeah, I thought hydrogen formed first, but then I know that helium formed first. So now, this was the end of the radiation era, and when helium formed, led to the foundation, or I should say starts, of the matter era. Let's go down, come up, and talk about the matter era. So, the matter era started with the atomic epoch, which the universe cooled down enough for neutrons to attach with nuclei, starting to rotate around them, just like elements do today, which led to the second element, the foundation of the second element in the universe, hydrogen. Helium and hydrogen then made clouds of interstellar gas and dust, which led, in the galactic epoch, which formed galaxies. There were no stars in those galaxies at that time. Just gravity formed galaxies. Galaxies made of gas and dust. And in the stellar epoch, in those galaxies, stars began to form, which led to the foundation of our sun, the Earth, life, intelligent life, humans. Maybe other lives too, in this universe, or probably in another universe. So anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed learners and learned new things. Next video will be even cooler. So ring the notification bell and subscribe to find out more awesome video, and do not miss the next video because it's gonna be super cool. Bye!